Your parents' dream isn't your dream, bro. Living your entire life to make somebody else happy, like just the thought of that is crazy, right? And this is such a big thing because at the same time, as men, I'm sure you understand that we put other people's happiness above ours, right? Like any day of the week, would I take my family being happy over me being happy? If that means I have to go and do all this shitty stuff just so that my family can live this happy life. But what I want you to understand is the literal fact that, bro, your family doesn't know what you know. They always say there's a reason God gave you the vision and not them. Because if God gave them the vision, then they would be doing what you're doing. And it's chasing after your fucking dreams, bro. Boys, welcome to the channel. My name is Brandon, and I help entrepreneurs make their first $10,000 online. If you want to join my community and my school, it's the first link in the description, or if you want to work with me one-on-one, it's also there. So, guys, why is this such a big topic? I'll give you my personal experience. Dude, to this day, like you see where I'm living, right? My family still want me to go to school to become an orthodontist. Like that was originally the plan. I was supposed to go to school to, excuse me, to become a dentist and then continue my education and become an orthodontist. If you don't know what that looks like, it's basically 4 years of college education and then another 4 years of actual dental school and then another 2 years to specialize and become an orthodontist, essentially, right? And that's like 10 years of school, bro, 10 years. And the reason this was my whole plan is because I actually like teeth. I always noticed when I would talk to somebody, the first thing that I would do was look at their teeth, right? And so this is why I kind of got the idea in the first place. And what I actually did is in high school, I graduated early. I graduated as an 11th grader. So I was 17 in college, where I ended up going to college in community college for 3 semesters, where then I dropped out, right, to pursue online business and making money. And what I'm getting at here is, bro, what you're doing, okay, is still wanting to take care of your family. Okay, there's nothing wrong with wanting to go your own route to benefit your family anyway. They just don't understand. Okay? Dude, they grew up in a whole different generation. They literally grew up, like, dude, my family, okay, and I'm sure your family's the same way. They don't really even know how to use basic technology in like an advanced way. And so me thinking about it, I'm gonna sit here and really take like huge life advice on what I need to do to be safe from them. It's like, no, bro, with the access to information, with the access to tools, with the access to God and the vision He's given me, I have a whole different kind of life planned. And they just don't see that because they don't understand it. Because how would they understand it, bro? They grew up in a generation where you have to like read the newspaper to figure out what's going on. Like I can go on the internet and get answers to questions they've been wondering their whole life. And so really understanding that, yes, going to school would make your parents happy, right? And getting this education. But bro, I know me retiring my parents would make them happy. I know me being able to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life. You don't got to worry about anything because I went the route that I saw that they didn't. Because again, God gave it to me and not to them. And so in simply understanding that nature, okay, and I just think the biggest part about this is you better fucking make it work, right? There's no doubt in my mind, and that's why I make everything work. Because it was all or nothing, bro. Like I said, I went to school for 3 semesters before I realized how fucking bullshit all of this was. Going to biology and learning all of this, like, don't get me wrong, yes, it's fun, nice, but it's bullshit, bro. When am I ever going to use biology like that in my life? I never will. And then you have to take all these other prerequisite classes that are just straight fucking retarded, and I'm in class with all of these other people like, bro, I'm good on that, bro. I'm literally good on that. And so like I said, I went to school for 3 semesters at the community college, and then I just dropped out. And I don't know why everybody makes a big deal about dropping out. Like, I just didn't re-enroll. Like, the next semester came, and I was focusing on other stuff. I talked to my dad in the summer one day. I was like, hey, I'm going to take this summer semester off and focus on this online business stuff. It's going pretty well. I've joined a community. I like the way it's going. The people there are great. I'm learning. I think this could really take me somewhere. And that's what I did, bro. It's literally what I did. I'm one of those people where I understand my family is the closest to me compared to anyone in the world. So why would I lie to my own family? Like, I don't keep any secrets from my dad, my grandpa, the men in my family. Because why would I ever go behind the people that I'm supposed to trust the most, the people that trust me the most? Why would I ever go behind their back? And it's simple respect, bro. Anything that I do, I make sure to tell them, regardless if it was. I got a tattoo once. I had surgery on my leg, so it's a little screwed. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I got a tattoo once here. And my whole family was telling me no. And, you know, some people were saying like, hey, just go do it and don't tell anyone. I'm like, no. Why would I go against my own dad's back? Why would I go against my grandpa's back and do stuff like that? And so I told them what I was doing. I always communicated. I always let them know. Why? Because they're my family. They are the fucking people I trust the most. They're the same blood. And a lot of you don't get that. A lot of you go behind your family's back, and then you wonder why your family doesn't trust you, and you wonder why like you're so disconnected. And yes, there's obviously the point of like half of the time they don't understand what the fuck I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're still your family, right? But what I'm getting at this, guys, is like living a life, bro, where, for example, like say I stayed in school because my family wanted me to and continued, dude, I'm gonna make another video on this, but it's been 4 years since I graduated high school. So I would technically have a bachelor's degree now. So instead of me living this life, bro, in one of the dopest apartment complexes in my city with this crazy ass view at the top of this building, I would barely now be graduating college with my bachelor's degree and being on the job search to go get a mediocre ass job to pay what? $70,000, maybe $100,000 a year, if that, if I get a job and I have no experience. And mind you, I would still be trying to get into dental school. Like, that whole fucking concept is bullshit to me, bro. Going to a place that I hate for 8 hours a day, fuck that. And the biggest thing I want you to take from this video again is like the treacherous suffering, right? Because when you think about it, the reason I dropped out, okay, was because like it wasn't that I didn't want to become an orthodontist. It was the fact that I am after freedom, okay? Financial freedom, time freedom, like location freedom. I don't care how much money somebody throws me. If I have to go there 5 days a week for 40 hours, I don't want it, bro. Like, I literally don't want it. And so a lot of the things I do are based off of freedom. And I think there's a big misconception that, or just a big thing people overlook. It's like, dude, if you're making $5,000 a month right now, and say you just started making $5,000 a month for yourself, dude, do you know how much better and how much more time and all this stuff you would have for yourself? Like, you don't need to become a millionaire. Like, yes, that's the goal. But even having like 5 hours, or sorry, making 5 grand for yourself instead of like making $10,000 a month, but you have to go work for something, like that in itself is so crazy. Like, it's so nice knowing you get to wake up and just do your own shit. And what I'm getting at with that again is like, it was the freedom that I was after, not the money. And I think a lot of you are the same, where yes, you want the money, but you really just want the freedom. And in the freedom, you can make more money because now you have all this time to put into your business, and then it just snowballs and this and that. But again, like, bro, don't waste your life trying to make your parents happy when they actually don't understand what you're after and what you could do for them. Like, dude, think about it. I was 20 years old, okay? Or no, 17. Now, 10 years of school, I would be 27 and in like $500,000 of debt from dental school and becoming an orthodontist, and 10 years of my life gone to studying and I guess partying in college if that's fun, if that's what you're after. Like that's fucking ridiculous to me. To then make all this money at 27, I mean, I guess that's not, I guess that's still young, but like imagine just taking 10 years and putting that into business, into studying money, in 10 years of business experience and failing and getting up. Like you're telling me you can't make something work in 10 years of business? And so that, like those were the thought processes firing off in my head as to like, why would I go down this path when I can go down this path when nobody sees and understands this path, but I do. And as long as I understand this path, I'm fine with that. And again, that just goes back to, even though you're probably doing things right for your family, they just don't understand it yet. And we're doing this anyway to make our family happy and to make ourselves happy. And yes, we do shit regardless of how we feel. We know this already, but always, like I say, play to the advantage. Play to play the long-term game. Understand where it's going to take you. Like if you already know you're not going to like the view at the top of the mountain, why would you climb there? And that's what it was for me. I understood, okay, if I go to school for 10 years and I have to still show up to this fucking job every day, and yes, I may be making $500,000 a year, $200,000, $300,000 a year, am I really gonna like my life? And so I basically climbed the mountain and looked at the view and was like, no, I don't like this view. Let me climb the other mountain. What does that look like? And I thought about what my life could look like in 10 years. Being a multimillionaire, maybe a billionaire, right? And I'm working for myself and I've built businesses and I have this time freedom and I can retire my entire family. And so in that simple process of like, think about the view. Are you gonna like the view when you get to the top? That's what helped me. Those are the thought processes that were firing in my head to ultimately lead me to the decision of like, okay, hey, maybe my family's not gonna be happy and they're not gonna understand what I'm doing, but at least I understand all of this. At least I have a greater understanding of what I'm doing, why I'm doing, and all of that. And that will lead to them being taken care of, more taken care of than they would, right? And it's literally just as simple as that, boys. Like this might be a shorter video, but it was just in that, like I didn't want to go your traditional bullshit route, bro. Like there's no amount of money you could throw me to make me show up to a job 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Like I hated that entire concept. Even if you paid me $10 million a year, like I would rather make $1 million a year working for myself. I would rather make $100,000 a year working for myself. I would rather make $50,000 a year working for myself. And so that's the route I decided to go. So boys, with that being said, that kind of sums this video up. Hopefully you took some insight and some value from this and understanding that your parents might just not see it and they will never really understand it. But as long as you understand it and you can climb the mountain again and see the view, and if you like the view, go chase that. Don't climb a mountain that you know you're not going to like the view of at the top. So boys, with that being said, if you want to join my school on how to make your first $10,000 online, the Brotherhood, right here, I go live every single week. You can do that. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one on getting your online business off of the floor and making your first $10,000 online, you can also do that down below. So boys, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Fuck you know.